And we're live. Hi, this is Paul DeWarian with Awesome Dynamic, where we help you be awesome online. In general, we do website design, search engine optimization, Amazon seller consulting, and Google virtual tours. Today, I hope to have a special guest host, which will be Paul Fiorelli. You should be joining us any moment now. Also with us, as usual, we have Terry Levin. Terry, you want to introduce yourself?
Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm Terry Levin. I'm the Director of Sales for Awesome Dynamic. Thanks for coming.
We also have Robin. Robin, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I do the search engine optimization.
And Blake is with us as well.
Hola, mi amigos and amigas. I'm Blake. I take care of assistant work for Robin with the SEO side, and I help Paul and Tim with the Amazon side as well.
And Blake's a little under the weather today. He's got a cold that he's fighting, but he's still with us. So thank you for joining us, Blake. He's going to get all the show notes together for our webinar. Thank you for that. Wanted to make a few quick announcements, and then we'll get into any questions that any of you might have. Let me pull up the website here on my screen. Let's see, present to everyone. Now you should see only me, and we'll pull up the website here. Share. As always, you can go to awesomedynamic.com. And once you arrive, first off, you'll be awesomer for having gone there, which is a nice side benefit. And then, then we have upcoming free webinars. So if you're ever wondering when the next one will be, just go to awesomedynamic.com, upcoming free webinars. You see today's is right here. You just click this Join Us button. That brings you right to the page where you can join the webinar. You hit this play button. If you're signed in with a Google account, you'll be able to ask questions specifically about your online presence, questions that you have about your website, etc., and we'll be happy to answer those. But you see that the upcoming ones are here, so as we update the site, you'll be able to just click this Join Us button to get there. See all the future dates and times, so get those into your calendar. Going down a little bit farther, time to learn, we have watch past webinars. So if you click this, you'll actually see all the past webinars that we've had, along with the show notes that Blake so diligently types, and there's special resources in here that pertain to everything that we're saying in the videos and all the past webinars that we've ever had. So you can come back here and take a look at that. We also have a review party coming up on February 17th at 2 p.m. This is a way to learn how to get reviews from your happy customers so you can look better with your online reputation. This is going to be held at the Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate office in Grays Lake on February 17th, 2 p.m., and that's located at 783 Barron Boulevard, which is basically Route 83 in Grays Lake near the intersection of Washington and 83, if you're local. The webinars, of course, can be attended from anywhere. If you're interested in learning anything about what we do, getting email reminders for our webinars, getting information from our blog as we're blogging new information each and every week, join the Awesome list here. We'll update you with anything that we have going on. You just put in your name, email, tell us that you're not a robot, hit sign up, and we'll get you on the list. We've updated finally, Terry. Take a look.
Look at that.
You are on here. Terry Levin, Director of Sales. Robin, we updated your picture. We got Emily, our content writer, on here as well. So we've updated the pictures, which is fantastic. Let me see. What else do we got new? I see it says Google Street View here. And Terry, I've taught Tim how to put all the most recent tours on here. So if you come to the Google Street View to see our virtual tours that we do for Google, if you scroll down here, you'll see all the new ones as Tim puts them in. So this is one of the cool ones we did in Chicago, the VIP Dental Lounge. It's like a high-end dental experience. A very interesting place. We did this in the city of Chicago. So that's in there. So Tim's going to get all the rest of those dialed in. But the point of this webinar, and those of you that have joined us now, we want to hear from you. That's why we're here. We're here to answer your specific questions about your online presence. Maybe why am I not showing up for a particular key term on Google? What can I do to make my website get more leads? Is there anything I can do to improve my web presence in general, et cetera, et cetera? We'd love to answer this question. So to do so, on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, if you're in this webinar, you'll see a Q&A button, and that'll open up a sidebar on the right side. There's a little button that says Ask a Question, and on that button, you click Ask a Question, tell us what your question is, and we will answer it.
And your website.
And if you tell us your website, we'll just give you general advice. We'll just take a look at your website, tell you what we see, what you can improve, so you can take some actions today, either on your own or with your own web developer or your own marketing person, or you can choose to hire us as well, which we would love. But we're certainly going to give you some great advice on what you can do. So that's what the webinar is all about. It's all about giving you advice on your particular questions. So please put those into the questions area so we can answer those questions for you. Anything else that you'd like to add, Robin?
Probably just Awesome Dynamic Academy.
Yes, thank you. I always miss something. We have the Awesome Dynamic Academy. And for those of you that maybe are on a limited budget, I already have Dynamic there. Go. Awesome Dynamic Academy is a low budget option for doing search engine optimization. If you take a look here, get on the map. If you want to get found is basically the core principle to, getting found online, especially locally. And then just as some features, there's reporting included. It's very simple. We have videos that demonstrate how to do things, and you get a great return on investment because you're doing all this stuff on your own. If you come over here to the pricing page, which is, I'm logged in, that's why I can't see the pricing page. When you're a member, you don't get to see the pricing because you already paid. So logging onto the website here, if I go to pricing, it's $49 a month. You get a 7-day free trial. There's over 100 courses, and it's growing every day as we learn anything and everything there is to do with SEO. We're going to be growing our list of lessons. There's videos, podcasts, and PDF guides, website traffic dashboard reports, so you can actually track your rankings and know where you're at. We teach you how to look at your traffic on your Google Analytics, how to set that up, how to evaluate it so you know what you're doing. And just to take a look at the quick lessons, a quick look at the lessons, you can see we have, I'm scrolling quickly, but many different lessons on different aspects of what you should be doing. It's all very well organized and puts things in a priority order, so you know what you should be doing first and how that's going to help you with your online presence.
So we're doing a sample group right now?
Yes. So if you come to awesomedynamic.com and tell us that you're interested, in fact, I think I even have on our SEO pages. Let's take a look. I see we have more viewers, so thank you for joining us. Again, please ask us a question about your specific situation. We'd love to help you out with any specific advice. No, we don't have it there. So you can email Terry or myself, Paul at Awesome Dynamic, Terry at awesomedynamic.com, or if you come to this and you can say I'm interested in the academy. Oh, there is no button there. Let me see. How about the contact page? We really got to get this organized, huh? Yeah, so you just come to their contact page, name, email, just say I want the free trial for the academy. Go ahead and fill that out, hit submit, and we'll get that and we'll get you on the list. We're giving out free 6-month trials to the academy to pilot it. All right, Terry, did I miss anything from your perspective?
I don't think so. I think we're good to go.
All right, Blake, did you notice I missed anything?
Good to hook, my friend. I don't see anything.
Okay, good. So we had some interesting questions at the speaking engagement I did today, so I'll get into that. Again, please ask us your specific questions because we'd love to get into those, but I wanted to jump right into some of the specific questions we got with some of the attendees after my speaking engagement about, what was it, hot rod photography? Was that what it was, Terry?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a question here as well.
Ooh, okay. Well, we have Rob, so we'll stop talking about hot rod photography and see what Rob has to say. Rob, first off, thanks for joining us. He says, why do I have a personal Google page and a business Google Plus page? Both have the same content. So, Rob, can you tell us what the name of that was? I think it might be Coworkers Link. Is that correct? While Rob responds to me, I'm going to assume that's what it is. And let's take a co-workers.
And I see we have Paul Fiorelli here.
Ah, how do I do I communicate through typing? Well, yes, Paul, you are now. But by clicking that link that I gave you, you should be able to join us as a guest host. But obviously, you're not coming through. So, Paul, if you email me your Gmail account, so I know what it is, I'll send through another invite and see if that comes up. Thank you for working through there. So, okay, coworkers link I think Rob is located in Glenview. So I'm going to go to gybo.com. In the interim, Robin, while I'm investigating this, do you want to kind of explain the difference between the profile, the personal one, and the business one?
Sure. Okay, so the personal Google Plus is for you. It's as if you had a Facebook page. That would just be for a person. And then the business page has to be linked with a person, but it can be your business name, business address, business phone number. So it's really important if you want to show up on Google and especially Google Maps that you have a claimed Google listing that you fill out 100% and you have control of. So you have to prove to Google that you are the owner by sending in a postcard or by receiving a phone call at the business phone listed on your My Business page. And then the third one was so profile versus personal. Paul, if you can go over that.
Sure. So there's the profile and the personal. So essentially, Paul says I type very slow. Um, the so you just I'm sorry, I wasn't listening while I was looking for
Oh,
this.
okay. So I went over the business. Okay, so the business page versus the personal page, but then you said profile as well.
Right. So there's a So when you create a Gmail account, Google gives you the opportunity to create a profile, which is essentially your personal Google Plus. So you may have filled that out thinking that it was going to be for your company, but in actuality, that's Robert Marquardt's personal public profile, but you filled it out as it was coworkers link rather than for you. So so you filled that in incorrectly. So now you have a business one and a personal one, except your personal one represents your business as well. So I hope that kind of clarifies that a little bit. So what you can do is change your personal profile to be um, the information about you, Robert Marquardt. So Robert, or Rob rather, if you want to email me your username and password, uh, then I can get in there and see if we can clean that up for you right here on the webinar. So I see the email correspondence we had a little while ago. I'll just respond to that and say, can you send me your Gmail account with password now so we can take care of this for you. But taking a look at your profile, Rob, and don't send that through the question and answer thing on the webinar here because we don't want everyone to have your Gmail username and password. But if you email it to me, I'll see that come up on my other screen here, and I'll go ahead and take care of this for you. But I notice we have more viewers. Again, thank you for attending. Let's see. Robin's screen's in focus, by the way, says Blake. So Blake, you can just pop in and tell me. That's fine. So I have it set so mine is supposed to be in focus. So what I'm going to do is see if I can shut off some other cameras here. So this is Robin's, and this is Terry's, and this is mine. Okay. Blake, can you tell me what you see now? Sorry for the dead noise here. That's always bad in a broadcast.
Um, right now it is.
Yeah, I got it set up now. So everyone should see me talking. All right, let's get
Yes.
this back here. Good. Okay. So those of you that just joined us, there's the question and answer piece that's on the right. You can post your question, and we'll be glad to look into your specific situation. So that's exactly what we're doing for Rob right now. Robin, sounds like you were about to say something.
No.
Okay. All right. All right. So taking a look at this, we went to gybo.com, and I searched coworkers link all as one word, and I put in the town name.
That stands for GetYourBusinessOnline.com. It's sponsored by Google.
Yes. So see this gybo.com. So I searched this. It thinks I'm in Long Grove, so that's why it says let's put Long Grove on the map. But essentially, I put in coworkers link, and we can see that we have 2 locations here. And Rob, I know we talked about how you close the Libertyville one, and that you have the one in Glenview. But I'll click on this Glenview one. It says nice job, you're on the map. And when you're in this screen, it's evaluating how good you did. So right here we see, it says just coworkers link. And then here it says your address. We have your phone number. Hopefully this is correct. We have your hours of operation, and it's not filled out, so it's saying you should add your hours. So when we're talking about optimization, trying to get everything filled out, it would be great to fill that out, because if you don't have it filled out and all your competitors do, then they have 1 more point than you do. Then we see that you have 1 review, so we can talk about reviews in a moment. But essentially, you get to the point where here it says you can edit your info, and this is where it's going to ask you to log in with your Gmail account so we can edit that. So since I'm logged in under my Gmail account, it's bringing me to the different things I could manage. But if you send me that username and password, I can get in and edit that. Let's take a look at what this looks like, the Google Plus page, so we can learn a little bit more about it. Google.com. See if we can find it this way. Coworkers. Did I mean coworkers link? Maybe. All right. So I'm not finding it that way. Let me go to Maps.
Go ahead and there's actually a Google Plus button on the website.
Oh, on their website? Great.
Mm-hmm.
What's the website?
Coworkerslink.com.
All right. Look. All right, and Paul. Here, I'm gonna go through these questions here. Paul said he typed very slow. How do I communicate? Yes, coworkers sent links as, and then Paul asked, will they post a brief intro about your business in that window? And yes, you can add that to your profile. So up here, Robin was mentioning that there's a Google Plus link in this group of social media accounts. So I'll click on this. Okay, and this is bringing us directly to that page that Google was evaluating. And we can see when we look here, we have a picture here that's representative of the business. So just to clean this up, I would probably put your vector logo in this area, so it represents your business a little bit better. We'll take a look at the information. So Paul, this is what you were talking about here. So it says, if you're one of us, sick and tired of working at a coffee shop, getting distracted in your home office, and you really want a real business environment, then you're going to love the coworkers link. So it goes on and on here about what that is, and it says open 24 hours here, but Google was evaluating what you had as 0. So might want to get into this listing and edit this listing to make sure that it is truly showing 24 hours, because the other page wasn't really showing that. You have your review down here. You have an opportunity to embed some keywords in your description and actually link them to pages on your website. So if I come back to your website and I see that we have shared office space as a page here, so I could take this URL, coworkerslink.com/office features, and let's say you wanted office features to be something in here, you could have the word office features in here. Let's say it was these words, and you could link that to your page. That would be a good thing to do and give you some additional Google juice, for lack of a better term. SEO value. Robin, what else can you say about this?
Let's take a look at the photos.
I was thinking the same thing. All right. So we see we have an outdoor photo here of the building. We have several indoor photos, conference room, different desk spaces, a kitchen, So this is good, but you want to add as many photos as you can. Here, scrapbook photos. Let's see what's here. Oh, these are cool. So this is good. What do you think, Robin? Oh, I
Yeah,
like
it's
this one.
well-rounded.
Yeah, I like this
And
overhead
it shows
shot.
what you do.
Right. All right. Very nice. So getting all those different things optimized, getting these pictures in here is great. But you still have that issue, Rob, of and I got his username and password. So, Rob, you sent me the password, but I don't have your Gmail account. So I'll need to know what the email address is that goes with that password. So please send that over, and then we can hop in
And
there and see if we can take a look.
Paul, right now you're under the profile as well.
Okay, here, I'll go back here. There we go. So this is the public view of the page here. So, all right. So moving on, Rob, if you get that over to me, we'll take a look. Paul, just an additional description. Let's take a look at yours really quick. So let me go to really. So turn on FeelReallyGraphics.com. All right, and they have a Google Plus profile. Here it is. And right here we could see at some point something changed. I know we took care of this for you, but it's like really zoomed into the roof. So we want to make sure that this picture gets adjusted. That's something that we could probably get in and fix. We see that let's see. And this is actually, okay, so this is a perfect example. This looks like it's linking to a profile page that has an address on it, but it doesn't have the ability to leave reviews. So I know for a fact Paul Fiorelli has a lot of reviews, so let's take a look at what he's got. Let's see, Fiorelli or Fiorelli Graphics.
That one you're looking at could be a duplicate.
Could be a duplicate. So Paul Fiorelli has 34 5-star reviews. So yeah, Paul says it needs work. Yes, and we're going to teach you how to do that too. But taking a look here, this is the Google page that we really want to have show up on the site. So I'm going to see if we can identify that. Let's see here. So then we can link it up on your website appropriately. Let's see. Okay. So you can see all these Fiorelli graphics and printings down here. We have one for Heritage Press. Let's take a look at what we have here. So here's the one we were just looking at. It has the about, the posts, the photos. You notice that the format of these pages looks different than the one we were just looking at for Rob. Coming over here, this is the one that we want to use. Notice the format's a little bit different. The cover photo's not here, the logo's not here, but we have the review summary in the middle here, the description of your business, and all your reviews underneath. So this is actually the one we want to link up. I'm going to see if Brendan can fix that on your website right now. Can you update Paul's if you really Google Plus button to. Okay, so then I'm going to get that off my screen here. So Brendan's going to go ahead and address that, but this is the one that we want to optimize. So this link right here is what we're going to link to in the bottom of your website, because this is the one we want to keep. And what Robin was just saying about these duplicates, or this could be a duplicate, this could be something that's out there that we need to get rid of. So this way we don't have these extras that are out there. Robin, in your experience, how many duplicate listings have you found for any one business?
Oh, if it's like a doctor's office, they might have one for each doctor.
Yeah, and that's a situation. Yeah. Go ahead, Robin.
Maybe
talk about that a little
15.
bit. Yeah. And I remember when we started working with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, they had a good 7 or 8 that they had for different agents, or they had for different names of their business. So having those extras doesn't really help. We want to have it whittled down to this one. Yeah, and it hurts your situation online. So getting that figured out is really important. Surprised we don't have more questions. So again, I want to remind everyone on the question and answer area, you're able to post a specific question about your situation, whether it's why you're ranking somewhere on Google, anything you improve on your website, and we'll take a look at that. But yeah, so we'll get that fixed up for you, Paul. Let me see if Rob has not yet sent me his Gmail account. So once you sent me that email account, Rob, we'll get into your profile and fix that right here on the webinar. What else can we take a look at? Go ahead, Robin.
You want to go over just like an audit on the website?
Sure. On the coworkers link?
Sure.
Let's take a look at it. All right. First impressions, Robin, go.
I would say you have the social media buttons, which is great, and they open up in new tabs. You have a great call to action and slideshow there. I'd say that's a little bit confusing with an enter the date before then. I don't know what the date would be for, and earlier spelled wrong, so I can see a first impression is you have misspelled words. And then the text is a little bit too small, I think, on the paragraphs right there. Probably put more like that big white box behind coworkers link is kind of like I don't know. It seems like it's not professionally designed or something. And then if you scroll down, let's see. Okay, so you have pictures here, which is great, and it's separated into columns, so it's really easy to kind of digest for the viewer. But I would probably put those above the fold. So basically, what the fold is when you're when you visit the website, it's anything that you can see without scrolling down. So, and it's different on phones or computers. So what I would do is probably move some of your pictures up or do a shorter intro and kind of integrate the pictures into it more. And let's see what else. I like that you have the phone number at the top, but you can also have the name and address. So you have the name on the left, but putting the address there would make you more local. It does say Glenview there, but let's see. And let's look at the contact page.
By the way, Brendan just fixed Paul Fiorelli's Google Plus icon. That's done, he said. Where are we going? We're going to the
contact page, which looks like it's a little bit difficult to get to. So that would definitely be something I would improve, is making it really clear how to contact you.
Let me see. I mean, I see your information here, Rob, so obviously I see it down there. I see that there's this form that I have to fill out. I see this, maybe get information. I can't click on that. So I just want to know, a lot of people like that contact page because they know it's going to get them to a map. It's going to get them to hours of operation. It's going to give them more information maybe about the fax number. So those things, I want to have that on a contact page. That's going to give me a generic contact form because maybe I don't want to fill this one out because I don't want the 7-day free trial membership. I just want to ask a question. So even though we see that this kind of form can really be great for people that want the 7-day trial or they want to try right away, this isn't necessarily a great contact form because if I just want to ask a general question and I don't want this membership, I don't have a way to do that. Of course, I can call, I can email down here, but that contact form is a really good catch-all for those types of people that are looking for that sort of thing.
And then as far as services and having separate pages, it looks like what I would have here is probably like an About Us. I think it's under the neighborhood business communities, or basically like a what do we do in like bullet points.
Yeah, some down here.
Yeah.
This actually isn't that bad.
Probably on the front page too. Maybe just I know it's in the header, but and probably optimizing your pictures as well. So these you'd have to name all your pictures if they're not named already. It looks like this is all one picture.
It is, and see how giant this picture is? It's not scaled. So if I were to run the Google PageSpeed Insights on this page, they'd actually call you out right away on the file size of this image. So if I save this to my desktop and I were to open this picture and take a look at the properties of it, let's see here. Is it going to tell me the file size in here? Actually, the file size isn't that bad. It's 393, but you could do a lot better. I mean, there's no reason to have. I mean, this is the actual size of the picture, what you're seeing here, which obviously is huge compared to the screen. If you were to scale it down, I lost which tab.
And we have a few more questions that we'll get to in just a moment.
Okay. Yes, so we see Jeff Greenspan, we see Paul Fiorelli's questions, so thank you. I'll star those, so this way you know we've seen them. Maybe I clicked on it and it just opened here. There we go. So yeah,
if you want to have... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you optimize this picture to be exactly this size, so this one is... The size of this should be scaled down to a width of 945 pixels. If I take a look at this image that you have here and take a look at the properties, it's sized to 3,000 pixels wide. So it's roughly 3 times larger than it really needs to be. So that's an optimization opportunity.
Why that matters is because Google will rank you lower if your pictures don't load fast.
Right. That's the simple answer, right?
Yeah.
So Google page speed insights. So I'll go ahead and load that up here, and we'll put. Okay, this number of tabs is getting ridiculous here. Okay, it's not this one, not this one. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put these two at the end. All right, so I'm going to take this page and I'm going to put it through Google's tool here. It's Google. I just Googled Google PageSpeed Insights, and has this tool here that analyze your page. So it's analyzing here, and see the very first thing that comes up. So it's giving you a score of 44 on mobile. It's giving you a score of 53 on desktop out of 100. The first thing it says on both is to optimize your images, which is what we were just talking about.
So Google is telling you what to fix on your website in order to rank higher on Google.
Right. And see how it says gv-college.jpg? I think that is exactly the name of this image. So if I get rid of my little tool here, and we open this in a new tab, is the name? Yep, gvcollege.jpg. So Google is telling you very first thing and tells you that's wrong with your website is that particular image is too big. It says you could reduce it by 92%. So, yeah, like Robin said, Google doesn't keep the stuff a secret. A lot of these things, they actually just come out and tell you what exactly you need to fix.
Yeah, down to which picture needs to be fixed and how much it has to be reduced in order for your website to get a higher score.
Right. Paul's giving us some great suggestions. I'm going to put your suggestion up for just a second, Paul. Paul says, I would suggest revising the graphics in your masthead. Let me put the masthead. So this is the masthead that Paul is talking about here. So Paul says, I would suggest revising the graphics in your masthead to dominate the majority of the homepage, so this way it states more clearly who you are in your message. You only have a few seconds to capture their attention. So that's where Paul's expertise as a graphic designer comes in, because he's really good at the emotional impact that the visual aspect of the website brings to the visitor, which is what we consider the human side of SEO versus the technical side. So thank you for that suggestion, Paul. Call to action. I know we kind of talked about these images here, but call to action. You have it on your home page. You have that form that's in the upper right that says, get the 7-day free trial. Well, what if I'm on this page and I'm ready to start? You want to have that button or form right here on this page. Paul's also offering another suggestion. Thank you, Paul. Sorry you're not able to join us through the audio, so we'll make sure we get that fixed for next time. Paul says the viewer is more likely to read the text if the image and message are clear. So I think what he's suggesting is that that we could be more clear with the messaging here. Let's see. I want to address Paul Fiorelli's question. So he says, will I be able to take care of the duplicates on his Google Pluses as we work on our citations? And the answer is yes. So we'll next meeting that we have, Paul, with you, we'll show you how to solve those duplicates that you have. Absolutely. Let's take a look at what Jeff Greenspan has to say here. Jeff says, I got here a little late. Did you go over how to register for Google reviews? I have multiple email addresses. Thanks. So Jeff was at our review party a couple days ago at Julie McLaughlin's office. It was actually yesterday. And he had a situation where he had nowhere for people to leave him his reviews. So, same situation, Jeff. If you send me your username and password, one of your Google username and passwords, we'll get you set up with a new one right away, right here on the webinar. We only got 20 minutes left, so whoever gets me, oh, Rob got me his. So let's see if we can take care of his situation really quick. Let me see here. Mercy. Okay. Well, he says just mercy with 2 exclamation points. So maybe he doesn't know what his maybe you don't know, Rob, what your Gmail account is, but what you identify what that is with that password you sent, then we can get in. So essentially what we're going to do is go here to business.google.com, and we're going to sign in, and hopefully the Gmail account that you give us, we're going to plug it in here. We're going to hit next, put in the password, and that should give us access directly to edit your listing. So see if you can get that over there. And then also, Jeff, please send me, Paul at Awesome Dynamics, send me your username and password to your Gmail account, and I'll get right in there and see if we can set you up with a new listing. But essentially, Jeff, just to walk you through from the beginning, if you don't have one, and the way you determine that, let me close all these other tabs. We just go to gybo.com. I would type in Jeff, if you could, through the question and answer area here, remind me what your business name is. Terry, do you have Jeff's card from yesterday that we can look it up?
I believe I do. We have Accurate Office Supply.
Accurate Office Supply. So let's take a look. And does it say where he's located?
That is Carroll Stream, Illinois.
Okay. So this must be it. We see that there's 2 here. All right. So I wonder.
The top
what's
one, the address that I have.
Okay, top one's on the card, and then it seems like Jeff said there are 2 locations, so these might be both yours. But if you notice, I click on this, it says nice job, you're on the map. So here we are able to click edit your info. You'll see the very next thing it says, well, I'm logged in as me. So I'm going to do this in an incognito window here. So let me switch. I want to switch my monitor to a different one. Let's just do this. Close this. Move this here. I'm going to switch my screens. Which one you're seeing? I'll go here. So we'll do gybo.com. So I'll show you what it's going to look like, Jeff. So from your perspective, you go to gybo.com. We'll go ahead and click Check My Business. I'm going to plug in Accurate Office Supply. Click on that very first one. Nice job in your map. Okay. I want to edit my info. Right now it's going to ask you to log in. So that's where I need that Gmail username and password to get in there. Rob, I did see your most recent email with your with a different password that you sent, but I still need that email address. So I need to know what Gmail account that is connected to. So please send that along, and then we can hop in there. You can even chat the Gmail address right in the question area. That's not a big deal. It's the password. I just don't want to be on the public webinar here. And then Jeff, I'm checking my email now to see if I've got anything from you. Loading on my end. But he also said Coldwell Banker. So, and he said not the second one. So I'm putting that up. So it was the first one. So it looks like we have the right one here. Let's see. Paul says he's typing faster. And then Coldwell Banker. Jeff, where's your Coldwell Banker? Are you also in Carroll Stream for that as well?
Deerfield.
Deerfield? That's the card? All right, let's check that one out. Thank you, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. OLVWL Banker Deerfield. Okay, so we have this, which looks like there's two. There's Parkway North and Waukegan Road.
Waukegan Road, 740 Waukegan Road is the address I have.
Okay, you can see that there's several agents here. So there's Alan. There's this one just says residential brokerage. This one says Alan again, Alan Burlow. Here's another one that's just a generic one. So this is very typical of what I've seen of real estate offices. They have agents creating them, and then you have multiple ones associated with the building. So I'm going to put in your name and see if we get anything that comes up. Jeff Greenspan. And it's saying it's not showing. I'm just going to do a generic Google search and see.
The other way I would do it is just put in the name.
And Jeff Greenspan?
Mm-hmm.
Go back here.
Sometimes I do it by phone number as well.
Yeah, Jeff, if you share your phone number through the chat here on the questions, we'll see if we can find you by phone number. Jeff. Oh, wait, and you know what? Terry's got it too, so we could probably put it in. Greenspan. The name's not coming up.
We have the Caldwell one. Which one are we doing?
Yeah, the Caldwell one. Let's see if we can pull that up by phone number.
Office number of 847-945-7100.
And you can just press not showing up and then type that same number. So just copy that number. Let's get started, and then it'll verify again.
Let me sign in. So again, it's all about signing in.
Yeah, so here, now it'll verify right there.
So see how there's this one, but that looks like it's the one that says residential mortgage, and that looks like it's the generic one for the office. So if you're looking to, he just gave me his number, so let's give that one a shot.
Okay.
Your number's not on there, so you don't have a Google My Business listing for your agent presence with Coldwell Banker in Deerfield. So if we take a look at what we did for Jim Starwalt, so we'll just take a look at Better Homes and Gardens. You'll see that we have a main one for the office, and that's the Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Star Homes. We also have one for Jim specifically. We can see that he's at, well, once this updates, we just changed it yesterday. This will update to the correct address, which is 783 Barron Boulevard with a suite number. But there are more. We got each of his agents set up with their own pages. I know they're working on it. So let's see. This one. Okay, so we can see that I think this is Jamie has her own, and Jim. I know that here's Mark. And here's John. So each of them has their own listings.
And you can see they're all consistent. It's their name and then business name.
Right.
So that, and you know, the and is spelled out instead of the ampersand, and then there's no dash between the name and that. So all those little things matter.
So they're creating one for each agent. They should all be at the same. They're all at the same address, but you can see they're all coming in with different suite numbers and different phone numbers here. So that's what we want to see if they're going to have multiple profiles, local profiles on there. Jeff's reporting that he lost the sound. Jeff, if you lost the sound, you can always go back and watch this on YouTube. The same link will bring you to the recording of this video. So I apologize.
Although he can't hear you.
Right. So hopefully he'll rewatch it and hear me say that, right?
Yeah.
Let me put that in the chat. So there's a chat box here.
Yeah. I can do it.
You got it? Okay, if you lost the sound. Okay, thank you. What else do we got? Let's see. Paul. Let me see if we'll go back to you. And Rob, let me see if Rob or... Oh, here. Jeff sent me his stuff. So let's see if we can log in and control his listing. Let me close this incognito window and open it again. All right. So we're going to do this like we're doing it for real. UIBO.com. We're going to check my business. And what was that office supply? It was accurate?
Yep.
He said it was the first one. All right. And it says, congratulations, you're on the map. Nice job. So I'm going to hit edit my info. All right, so I'm going to put in Jeff's email address. And if my computer will allow me to highlight, it is not, so I'm just going to go ahead and type it. So at gmail.com. All right. This is ridiculous. It's not letting me copy and paste here. My Chrome window crashed. Get that up and running again. I can copy and paste this password. Okay, here we go. Password I'm going to put in here, sign in. Okay, so you'll notice that as soon as I put that in, it says, welcome to Google My Business. We updated your Places account. All your information is still here. Fresh new look. I agree with the terms and conditions. So I'm going to play, I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and agree for you on that right now. Jeff can hear us again. Glad that's working for you. And then Paul, it says stop. You said please stop showing Terry's picture. So I should be presenting. So if it isn't, this should be showing that. But anyway, coming in here. So now that I'm logged in, we can see that this Gmail account actually controls this this listing. Okay, so I'm able to edit this listing now. So accurate office supply. We can see that this is the phone number that you have listed. Terry, does that match what he has on his card there?
Let me see. 630-784-4700.
Great. And the website is at www.accurateofficesupply.com?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look at that page here. Okay, I'll make sure I don't have an agent. All right.
Just for the record, what's wrong with looking at Terry's picture?
Yeah, Paul.
No.
What's wrong with Terry's picture? Blake reported that it's not happening on his test account, so that might be something where he's just clicked on you. So, Paul, if you go to the bottom, I don't know how you joined because you're supposed to be in as a guest host, but if you click on the screen that's moving around and a tiny icon on the bottom of your screen that only us presenters can see, that might switch it for you. Okay, so here, Robin, what do you see that we could be updating?
Okay, you need a logo there. You need a background picture. Just verify that that's the exact business name that you use on everything, on your business cards, on your website, on anything, on all of your bills as well. It should always be the same name consistently because later on you're going to be doing citations, which is just anywhere on the internet where your name, address, and phone number shows up. So you want to make sure that everything matches this listing. Okay, so we need the hours of operation in here.
Let me go into the
You
edit
can probably
screen.
get from the website.
There we go. So we have hours. So I'm going to click this. So I'm going to see. I'm going to check the website, see if we have any hours. Terry, any hours on his card?
No hours on the card.
Okay. So, Jeff, if you send me your hours, we'll go ahead and put that in. And you can just put that right through the question answer here. Category. Okay, well, this is something that it says office supply store, business to business service. We could add some more here, couldn't we?
Just put supply. Yeah. All right. So.
Calendar's reminding me of something. Sorry about that. Okay. Barber. Okay, so probably nothing there. Let me just try.
You can scroll down a little bit. Yeah. Office equipment. Yeah, you can go crazy with the categories a little bit.
Office supply store. That's the one he already connected.
Yeah.
As his main.
Since we only have a few minutes left, I kind of want to get out of the little details and go more to how do you set up two different accounts under one email.
Okay, because that's the thing that he was asking about before.
Right.
So let's go back
to...
So
once you fill this out, you press save and save all your info. Fill it out 100%, which means all the photos, all of the info, all the pictures, everything. So And there's that little bar there, your profile is 70% completed, so you just have to keep filling it out till you get to 100. And then, so you can use the same exact Gmail account to create 2 different accounts for 2 different businesses, or if you have one business with 10 locations, you don't have to make 10 Gmail accounts. You can manage it all under this one.
All right, so if I want to create another one that's attached to this Gmail account that it gave me, which is the jeffreygreenspan@gmail.com, let's see. He told us Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, but like Robin said, we're going to see how to add the second one. So notice I clicked on the Google My Business here, and it brings me back. Keep me informed. Sure, I'm authorized to manage these pages. Yes. So notice that when I clicked on that, it brings me back to this page, and it has this accurate office supplies, like a little square here. And down here, I have a plus button, and I can create a new location. And here, I'm going to look for Jeffrey Greenspan Coldwell Banker. And it's going to say, we don't see you. And I've correctly entered the name and address, so we're going to enter the full business details. So this is where I begin creating a situation where I'm going to have a second business. So I'm going to put this together. You can always change the name. So Jeffrey Greenspan Coldwell Banker. I won't go live until you verify it anyway. Terry, what's that address on that card there?
740 Waukegan Road, Deerfield. And he has on his card, just I don't know if it says a Jeff Greenspan, not Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check that out. Deerfield, Illinois. Nice if it was Florida, right? Be warmer. Okay. Zip code 600.
15, yeah.
All right. Main business phone number. We're going to use his cell phone, which he chatted through here. Go ahead and put that in, because that's going to be different than the main line for the business. So we want it to be a little bit different.
Every Google business system has to have a different name, address, and phone number. Even if you're in the same place, you just put suite numbers.
Yeah. So Jeff, I just set up a fake suite number 101 at this address, because if we create another one at this address, that's not going to help you. So now we have a unique address because we added a fake suite 101, and then we also put in your phone number, and then the category is going to be real estate agency. You can always change this too. And then we're going to click on continue. And then it's going to say to manage the space in Google, verify this information. So I'm just taking a look at it one more time. I am authorized, continue. And it's setting up a Google My Business for you. And it's going to say we're going to verify your business via mail. So what you're going to do is do the 740. It's going to say mail. So I'm going to click this button. And they're going to send you a postcard, and it's going to have like a special code on the back of it. So I'm going to click attention, Jeff. Okay, just send the postcard. It says it'll get to you in 1 to 3 weeks, but the postcard's only good for 30 days. But because you know us, we got a way to get you past that right away.
Yeah, I've got it going on my screen.
You do? Okay. Well, let me switch screens here. Let's see. My toolbar. So we'll mute me, and then there you go. Robin, I see you. And Robin, your screen isn't shared. I see you.
Oh, okay. Do you see it now?
Yep.
Okay. So I put my name here, and then was this the business name, Jeff Greenspan Coldwell Banker?
Yes.
Okay, and then what was the email address?
Jeffrey
Or should
Greenspan.
I use mine? Okay.
No, that's the one you use. So it's jeffreygreenspan@gmail.com. So that's perfect.
It's R-Y? Okay.
R-E-Y.
Okay. E-Y. And then I just said GYBO seminar party.
And then you're going to put awesome
Or
dynamic
webinar.
here.
Yeah, GYBO webinar. Awesome dynamic. And so what this form will do is speed up the process. It won't be 2 weeks, it'll be like a few days. What is the email address?
You put your email or mine, either one.
AwesomeDynamic.com. It's like an instant verification.
Yep.
I'm authorized, submit. All right.
So now, Jeff, you're going to get an email from Google at your email address, the jeffreygreenspan@gmail.com, of, I think it's Tim. Our contact's name is Tim from Google, and he'll be saying, you're verified, et cetera, et cetera. So if I...
And then you would do the same thing, go in and fill out the profile 100%, and then people can start leaving you reviews.
Fantastic.
And speaking of reviews.
Yes, speaking of reviews, Robin, you want to go ahead and show the Awesome Dynamic webpage? If you found this this webinar useful, meaningful, valuable, etc., well, come back again next week. We got the next one at 12:30 on Thursday. But also, we'd like you to come to our website, awesomedynamic.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom. There's going to be a Review Us button on the right side. You can just click on that Review Us button, and that'll bring you to a screen where you can leave us a 5-star review. So you just click on the 5 stars here, describe your experience with the webinar, tell us about a story about how this was valuable to you. We would really appreciate that. So if you could do that for us, we'd really appreciate that. And then, like I said, please contact us if you'd like to work with us. You can come to our webinar next week. We got the review party coming up on the 17th. We do the website design, search engine optimization, the Amazon seller consulting, and Google Street View. And next week, special guest Paul Fiorelli will be on audio. We'll make sure we get that figured out before we start, so this way he's able to join us. Any other comments from the other hosts today?
I would just say thanks for coming. Come back next week. We'd love to have you, and bring your friends.
Indeed. Thank you for coming.
Fantastic.